leads.
It is often compared to ADD, ADHD, or OCD, but tonight we're talking about something called SPD.
Yeah, find out about sensory processing disorder and how new treatments are helping patients regain their childhood.
And sometimes it's better that doctors don't practice on their patients, especially when their patients are animals and they're working with needles.
You're watching News 2 Colorado. We're covering Parachute, the new center for energy exploration in Colorado, Camden, and the entire Rocky Mountain region.
Welcome back. If your child or someone you know has been evaluated for ADD, ADHD, or autism, but the labels just don't seem to fit, they could have something that is called SPD, or sensory processing disorder.
If you haven't heard of it, you're not alone. It begins our look at health news tonight. News 2's Lori Cipriano joins us now to explain what it is and how it can be treated. Lori?
Well, Ernie, it's common for kids to throw temper tantrums from time to time, but for some, the behavior becomes so severe that they just can't perform normal daily activities like dressing themselves or simply going to school. And that was the case for a local boy who's been diagnosed with sensory processing disorder.
Let's try it first and then we'll see.
Can't just stick out.
5-year-old Britton has been diagnosed with a disorder that many people haven't heard of, SPD.
Sensory processing disorder is difficulty interpreting sensory information that comes into your system.
Catch! Such as taste, sound,
You got it!
sight, smell, and touch.
Nice job.
Britton was so oversensitive to touch that it interfered with his daily activities.
Where is it?
He was angry, biting, kicking, screaming.
Children with SPD often have a really terrible time at school.
And it's often misdiagnosed as autism, ADD, ADHD, or obsessive compulsive disorder.
We have found that parents have spent thousands of dollars.
Get the rhinoceros!
Money on treatments that haven't worked, including medication.
Oh, that was the peacock.
One research center in Greenwood Village has found a way to treat it with occupational therapy.
If you do very intensive treatment, we find that in a short period of time, about 3 months or so, we can make major changes,
Helping the child integrate back into normal daily activities.
I've seen him much calmer. I've seen him be able to handle his anger better. 10 times is pretty quick, but it would be fun.
Now, nationwide, SPD is not widely believed in by medical doctors, and not everyone believes the therapy works. Also, the disorder is not listed in the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, or DSM, which is the Bible of psychiatric disorders, but Dr. Miller is trying very hard to change that.
Okay, so there is some progress being made in this field.
There is lots of progress.
Good.
And
All right.
locally. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, airline